I really believe that the main cause of suffering is that you are not following your intuition because your intuition is from your soul, and your intuition is there for a very big reason and a very strong reason. But when you decide to follow your belief systems and all the fear that you have inside of you, you will create a feeling of discomfort and anxiety, and you can actually feel that you are not on the right path. But if you are letting go of those fears and you let go of the belief that those fears and the belief systems that are attached to them are not helping you, if you let that go, then you can create a life that is living from your intuition out. And when you live from your intuition out, then you are free from suffering. But it is very hard sometimes to create that life because all the belief systems are inside of you. And you have to let go of the lower frequency belief systems because those belief systems are keeping you stuck into the 3D reality and with the mindset of that everything is fixed. But in the truth, nothing is solid, and you can always make a choice. And reality isn't solid, reality is fluid always. And there's always an option to change your life. And you can change your life by simply following your intuition. But when you have fear and you get an inspiration that can help you and that can transform your life, but you have fear, then you can't take any action on those beliefs or on this intuition because your belief system is in the way of it. Intuition has the power to transform everything in one day, but fear is based on old patterns. So if you are in fear and you are choosing the dynamics of fear and the perception of belief systems based in fear, some sometimes things can take you a long while to achieve it, or it can take months to change something, but it is not that it has to be like that. It is that you are holding back because society is programming us that making a change is difficult, and it is programming us to stay stuck in the same mindset that we always believed that were true. But all those belief systems are not true. It is not one belief system in how physical reality is that is the absolute truth, because it is like a dream reality, is like a dream state. And when you know that, you can actually achieve the flow state and then take physical actions in alignment with intuition. So then you are going beyond the ego because you're going into spirit, and from spirit out you can achieve so much more, and you can achieve everything that is out of your heart. Because if you are in your frequency of your heart and you take action from that place with intuition, you go beyond everything that is possible. Intuition is beyond what we believe is true, and it's beyond our imagination. If you're following your intuition, it can help you so much because it knows way more than we can ever know. As a human being, we can almost know nothing. But if we are following our intuition, we don't need to know everything anymore. The need to know everything is always based in that we have to do everything, and if that belief system was true, then we have to know as much as possible. But actually, because that is not true, the only thing we have to do is to be present and feel what our intuition is telling us to do. So we can feel if we are in the right space, and we can feel if what we are doing is the right thing, but we can also feel when we have to do something else. And when you let go of all the assumptions, what will happen when you follow your intuition, life will flow very easily. Because if you are going to make predictions again and assumptions, then you are getting stuck again, because your mind is going to get involved in the process of the flow and in the process of actually not knowing anything, just doing and going with that flow. And you can see that also in art. For example, I make art, but it's always in the flow. It's always without thinking. If I'm going to think, it is not that great anymore. It is not that nice anymore because I lose that connection then. If I make art, it's like the self-expression that I'm expressing in that piece, because it's the state of not knowing what I'm doing and just doing it and just seeing what I did. And then it is very beautiful and people like it very, very much. And for me, in my experience, it's also with life. It is about doing things without knowing why you are doing it, but there's a feeling, and that feeling is not from a belief system, but that feeling is from pure intuition. And then also you can create things that you didn't even know was possible or you never thought about it. So if you let go of it and you just follow the flow, then you are also going to experience new areas of life and new creations because you let yourself do it without any assumption. So that's my advice to do, and that's what works for me very good. And it is very magical also when you let yourself create in that way. So I'm also expressing that in different areas of my life, and I see that that is what works the best. Making a plan and deciding what I'm going to do and writing my goals and everything isn't working for me. So that's my personal experience. I can't talk for everybody, but I believe that a lot of people have this because I really believe that from spirit out, you don't make that much plans and you don't have so much of a strategy always because we have intuition and people forget that. And actually, the strategy is just following intuition, letting go of all the predictions and belief systems that we have, and just follow intuition. And we see what happens, and we keep following our intuition, and that's it.